This video is to help you when things feel hard. Those days, those times, those moments where life feels difficult for whatever reason. There can be a million reasons, big and small, why life can feel and be hard. And one of the most important things that I do as a coach is I help my clients to direct their brains, to direct their thinking so that they can have a different experience of things. So I want to offer you a really simple way that you can do this for yourself. One of the very best ways to direct your brain is to ask it a question. So, whatever feels difficult for you at the moment, wherever things are hard, whether that's at work or at home, in your family life, parenting, in your relationship, with your friends, socially, maybe with your health, whatever it is, ask yourself this one simple question: how can I make this easier? Your brain is amazing. All of our brains, if you ask them a question, they will go to work to find an answer. So if you ask your brain, how can I make this easier? It will come up with options for you if you listen. Places that you could take the pressure off, maybe lower your expectations, leave some things undone, maybe take some shortcuts, maybe ask for support, get somebody to help you. Maybe ways that you can just stop giving yourself such a hard time or go easier on yourself. So I love asking that question. How can I make this easier? How can I make this easy? And then I want to offer you an extra thing to think about with this. And that is that sometimes what feels easy, the choice that we make that feels easy, isn't actually easy at all. So sometimes we can be choosing hard because it feels like our brain mistakenly thinks that it's the easy choice in the moment. And usually that's because the more primitive part of our brain, the part that's really just concerned with our immediate safety and our immediate comfort, it prioritizes relief, like short-term relief, over longer-term results that might actually make things easier for us overall. So, for example, for me, it feels easier in the moment to snooze the alarm and stay in bed than to get up at the time that I decided I wanted to get up at. It actually makes it harder for me with if I stay in bed longer, getting the kids ready for school. It also means that I don't do the exercise that I would otherwise do in the morning. And that makes it harder on my body because I get back pain, I get neck pain, and I'll get knee pain. So what feels like that easy choice in the moment actually creates quite a lot of difficulty for me. And I've been talking to lots of my clients this week about how it can feel easier at the time and in the moment to not acknowledge how we're feeling and to like push down our emotions, distract ourselves from them. It actually creates quite a lot of difficulty in that like hard, heavy weight that we're carrying around with us. And the fact that that emotion can pop up and show up as like an out of proportion reaction, maybe at work, or it can show up as like taking things out on our loved ones at home, which then makes things more difficult for us. It could feel easy to put off the presentation or whatever else it is that you're working on, but that actually creates more difficulty in stress for you and rushing for you last minute. And there's no right or wrong here. We can just as easily make things difficult for us by telling ourselves that it's easier to do everything ourselves or to get everything done before we rest or take a break so that then we won't have anything to worry about. But again, like we're making it more difficult for us by taking on an unreasonable amount of work and putting pressure on ourselves. And for someone else, or in a different day for me, the way to make it easier is actually to stay in bed longer and get the rest that my body needs on that day. I just want you to think about, is there anywhere, if things are feeling difficult, is there anywhere where you're making a choice that feels easy that is actually contributing to things being difficult? Is there somewhere where you could make a choice that would feel uncomfortable in the moment, but would actually make things a lot easier for you? So, how can I make this easy? How can I make this easier? And is there somewhere that I'm adding to the difficulty by making an easy choice that I could change? As always, I would love to hear what you think, what comes up for you with this. Get in touch and let me know.